Hi everyone, welcome to Karen's Corner. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're doing well and you're healthy and safe. It's a holiday weekend when this is being recorded. Thanksgiving actually. So I hope everyone took a moment to pause and just kind of breathe in a sense of gratitude. I know that we have to dig a little deep right now to find that place of gratitude, but just knowing that our families are safe and well, even though we may not be able to be together, being healthy and safe is very important. So I hope you held all that in your hearts. So because we've got a full moon coming up in a couple of days, I thought I would do a full moon meditation and just kind of celebrating the moon. Yeah. So before we get started, we will stretch out a little bit. So go ahead and get seated on your mat. Remove any sort of props that you have. And then bring your feet to the mat. Walk them wide. You can walk them wider than your hips, maybe even as wide as your mat or maybe a little wider than that. Bring your arms, your palms underneath your knees, and then let's just do a few seated cat-cows breathing. So on an inhale, you're going to offer your heart forward, slide those shoulder blades together. And then on an exhale, round the spine, drop chin to chest. Yeah, take your time here. Maybe close your eyes, invite the breath to move you. Breathe in and out of the nose. Inhale, stretch long through the front of the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Take your time. Don't let my voice rush you. Pause where you need to pause. If it feels good to round the spine and hold that for a few breaths, go ahead and take the time to do this for yourself. Give your body what you need. Yeah, a couple more rounds here. And then when you're ready, walk the feet together. Maybe hug the knees in. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Tuck chin to chest. Maybe let the forehead rest on the knees. See if you can release the shoulders away from the ears here. And then once again, go ahead and rise up. Walk those feet wide once again. This time, bring your palms behind you for support. Take a nice big breath in, and then on an exhale, begin to release the knees over in one direction. Doesn't matter which direction you favor first. Come back to center on the in-breath. Exhale in the opposite direction. Let the breath make the movement for you, just stretching out those hips a little bit. And then maybe the next time you're on one side, you want to hold here for a few breaths. And then slowly work your way back to center and then over into the opposite direction. Yeah. Just noticing right side, left side differences without judgment. inhale, slowly come back to center. This time drop both knees over to the right. See if you can bring the sole of that right foot to the left knee. Take an inhale here, lengthen through the spine, and then a gentle twist over to the right. So take your time here. Yeah, maybe even take a few breaths to get into that twist. And then if you'd like to draw the chin over toward the left shoulder, stretch out that neck. Close the eyes here, drop into the breath. Feel what you feel. And then gently come back to center. Plant both feet on the mat, walk them wide. Go ahead and do that same action again, moving the knees from side to side, pausing where you need to pause. Simple movements can feel so good in the body. And then from here, we'll bring the knees over to the left. The sole of that left foot will come to the right knee. Find some length in the spine with an in-breath. A gentle twist over to the side. Take your time here. Get in there nice and slow. And then if you want to draw the chin toward the right shoulder, stretch out that side of the neck. Good, let go of any external energy that you hear, maybe a TV in the background. Maybe some voices. Let this time be about you. Letting go, dropping the armor, dropping the to-do list. Inhale, gently come back to center, walk those feet wide, give those knees a little movement back and forth once again. And then coming to center, we'll do a few more cat-cows. So palms can come underneath the knees. I want to keep calling them arms. But if it's more comfortable for you, you can bring your palms underneath the knees. On an inhale, offer your heart forward. Let those shoulder blades slide toward one another. Exhale, round the spine. Pull the belly in toward the front of the spine. The giving and receiving of the breath. A couple more rounds here. Nice, and then extend both legs long on the mat here. Sitting up nice and tall. This time bring your palms beside your hips here, fingertips pointing toward the toes. Activate those legs, curl the toes back toward the shins, and then just staff pose. So inhale, lengthen through the spine. Notice if those shoulders have creeped up toward the ears. See if you can let that go. Sit up nice and tall, crown of the head reaches forward. Let the hips feel nice and heavy, anchoring into the earth. Good, and then use your next in-breath. Arms float out and up. Take the breath beyond the fingertips here. And then exhale, plant them on both sides of the legs. And then slowly begin to walk forward. So take your time here. You may want to pause for a few breaths. Feel the vertebrae start to separate in the back. Feel the spine start to loosen. Inhale, pull the belly in. And then on an exhale, see if you can walk out a little more. Take your time, take a few more breaths here. Walk as far out as possible. And take that stretch really into the back hamstrings, into the backs of the legs by activating those toes, just like you're pressing on the gas pedal of a car. Good. And then slowly begin to rise all the way back up. Keep that right leg extended. Bend the left knee, bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner thigh. Charge up that right leg. Inhale, fingertips and breath float out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Again, you can take your time here. You can bring the palms next to your extended leg and then slowly and mindfully walk it away from you. Hollow out the belly with an in-breath. Exhale, see if you can fold a little deeper. And then slowly begin to rise back up. Yeah, and then switch legs. Left leg is long. Right foot comes to the inner thigh. Charge up that left leg, press on that gas pedal once again, lengthen through the side body with an in-breath, reach nice and long, and then exhale, forward fold here over your extended leg. Simple breathing in and out, natural breath in and out through the nose. One more breath here, and then slowly begin to rise all the way back up. Good. Plant those feet wide once again. One more time, sweeping the knees from side to side. Giving your body whatever it needs to let go to prepare for meditation. Great. Beautiful. Now slowly working your way to your meditation spot. Blanket, sitting on a blanket or a cushion is great. If you want to move up against the wall, perfect. Legs on the wall is great too, a reclined position. So take the moment here to make yourself comfortable. Collect up any sort of layers that you need to keep yourself warm. If you're laying down, make sure there's something to prop your head up or put a blanket on if you're a little cool. You want to be able to focus, but you also want to be comfortable. So whatever posture you have selected, go ahead and wiggle your way down a little bit, wiggle the toes, the fingers. You're sitting in a chair. Make yourself nice and comfortable. If you've chosen a seated posture, hands resting comfortably on your lap or on your knees. If you have a favorite mudra you like to hold when you meditate, anything that connects you with you. So the meditation today is a full moon meditation. And I'm sure we've all heard in our lives, oh, people are crazy, it's a full moon. And there's some truth to that because our body is over 60% water. And when you think about the moon, how it affects tides, it can affect, a lot of women go into labor during full moons. It affects the barometric pressure of the earth, the pull, that it can affect your body. And your heart and your brain are over 70% water. So that there's a little bit of truth to that you may feel different during a full moon. And it affects people differently. Sometimes you may feel off. Sometimes you may feel more inspired. But the beautiful thing that I like about the moon is the moon is actually dark. It gets its light from the sun. And I was really surprised when I discovered that, because we see the full moon at night and we think, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's actually the sun that gives the moon the darkness. And we need some of that darkness, particularly we get that this time of year with the winter, or with the late fall, early winter. We're not quite into winter yet, thank heavens. But we need that darkness to kind of restore and rejuvenate, and so we can appreciate the light, something more to be grateful for. So from your comfortable spot, if you have glasses, I recommend you remove them so the skin on your face is nice and free. You don't need to be able to see me, you just need to be able to hear me. So wherever you are, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. Just a natural breath here, and nothing to fix, nothing to adjust. Just becoming aware yet comfortable with the space around you. Just naturally breathing in and out through the nose here. And become aware of your entire body now. Feel your body weight on the floor, or on a chair, or your cushion. Resting on a bed if that's where you are. Feel your entire body weight. And then feel the position of your hands wherever they are, whether they're on your lap, on your knees, out to the side, maybe resting on your belly or your heart. Just bringing yourself into this moment, letting go of all your thoughts. Continuing to inhale and exhale. Each exhalation an opportunity to relax the skin on your face, soften your jaw. Relax your muscles. Let go of any worries and tasks that may be holding you down right now. Focus on being in this present state of mind and placing your trust in this glowing light of a full moon and the powerful energy emanating from this full moon. Maybe even picturing it in your mind's eye. It's bright, it's large, hanging there in the sky. shining down on you. And as you become aware of each of your body parts here, look for specific areas of tension, pain, irritation, stickiness that you may be experiencing. Just observing them and continue to breathe. You're just looking for any sort of stickiness, maybe something that feels a little off. You don't necessarily have to label what it is. It just feels off. Now imagine a powerful white and silver beam shining down on the top of your head. Allow your entire being to become soaked up by this pure and serene energy of this loving light. Loving, healing light shining down on you from the full moon. Letting it envelop you, letting it bathe you completely. Soaking in this loving light, slowly start thinking of what you want to let go of in life. Just allowing those lights, those thoughts to stay in your mind for just a moment. Maybe it's one specific thing. Maybe when you start thinking of one thing, 2 or 3 other things start to pop in your mind. So what do you want to let go of in life? Maybe it's something specific, maybe it's something a little more general. Don't push anything away. And whatever that is, silently saying to yourself, I release this under the light of this sacred and magical full moon. I no longer need what does not serve or empower me. If you want to be specific, I release whatever this is under the light of this sacred, magical full moon. I no longer need what does not serve or empower me. Just be with that for a few moments, breathing in sacred light, releasing away what no longer empowers you. now silently say in your mind, I release this unworthiness. I release this doubt. I release this fear and anger. I release resentment. I release judgment. I release envy and comparisons. I release relationships that do not serve me. I release toxic people and situations. Imagine each of these things being released from your life and getting absorbed by the light of this full moon through its deep, powerful, cleansing potential. Feel light and relaxed as you continue to let go. And just take a few more mindful breaths here. Feeling how much lighter, relaxed you are. And then when you're ready, join the palms together at the heart. On an out breath, drop chin to chest as you bow into your hands, your heart, and your internal light. Gently lift the head, wiggle fingers and toes as you blink your eyes open. I'm so grateful that you joined me for this full moon meditation. I hope you continue to feel the light and relaxation into the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me at Karen's Corner. See you next time on the mat.